So we've established we've got a pocket bag issue. This is on the inside of the coat, so I'm not going to waste any more time than I need finding a fabric that matches, because it's going to be hidden. So I've got this long, strange shape of scrap left from my Christmas quilts, and I'm going to sew that onto it just as it is. The old rule of actual thumb. There. Yeah. What could be more accurate than that? To curve the fabric. This is, like I say, this is a pocket bag. Literally nobody is going to hold poo bags. I'm going to stuff those poo bags straight back in, so they can be used in like 8 hours time on a dog walk. So I'm not going to worry about the way this looks. It does bother me if the trees are facing different ways though. I'm not a monster. I suppose a really good mending tip as an expert who has now done 3 videos on it, an expert mending tip would be to start with things like pocket bags that aren't going to be seen, because you can practice your sewing without the worry of it being on display, or just make the mistakes and just live with them and just use the conversations they start as an opportunity to tell people, yeah, I did mend it because I didn't want it to go in the bin. Here's why. Okay, I've got a lovely Christmassy pocket bag. I'm going to sew this before I even look at the zip. So, but what I'm going to do is, because this is on the inside, I am going to care as little as it is humanly possible to care about thread matching, with a caveat. So I have got a red bobbin inside the machine already from the quilts. The bobbin, if you don't know, is the bit that goes underneath, so it's usually on the back of the stitch. So it's the less visible one if you're making traditional like clothing or something. This thread on the top is the one that you would see from the front, and this one goes underneath. So generally this one is always less visible. If it's in a pocket bag, literally no one will see it. So I'm going to reuse this again with the caveat that I have bought new thread for this. It doesn't match because that's a bit of a theme, isn't it? I just took a punt on the internet, again, Empress Mills, because I wanted high strength thread, because this is a really thick coat and it's going to get quite a bit of wear. If it was an occasional dress or something, it'd be a bit different, but generally sourcing second-hand threads, you don't know the quality of them. If they're like vintage, if they're true vintage, they might have degraded, and you can't vouch for the strength of them. So use them in like, you know, craft projects and things like that, where it's going to be either easy to fix or not get a huge amount of wear and tear. But clothing that you want to last and fixes that you want to last, use new thread. And I bought this 75S. I don't know what that means, but the website told me that that was the thread that went best with the heavy duty zip that I bought. And I took a punt on the colour, and it wasn't the right colour, but that's a bit of a theme, isn't it? And as I say, it's going to be a dog walking coat. And this coat as well, and I think most coats that are well made, have a lap on the zip anyway. So really very little of it is going to be visible, as long as I sew it the right way around and don't put the red bit on top. Done is better than perfect. Just mend it. Just mend it so you can wear it. I've already got quite a heavyweight needle in my machine. I'm not an expert. It's not a new needle. You should have a new needle. You should have a sharp, brand new needle for every project. That is the best practice. But I don't. I'm sorry. Hiya, Amy from the future again. You're going to regret that, specifically twice in the next hour or so. Yeah, just so you know. Let's sew this pocket bag. And I don't know whether I finished the thought, but the red bobbin thread is also the really strong stuff because I bought it especially for the quilts. All right, that's sewn that up nicely. I think I am going to just do one line of zigzag stitch inside this, just because I can. It's really going to be like 2 extra seconds, and it will just add another line of reinforcement stitching. It's probably not necessary, but we'll do it anyway. Oh yeah. Nice. So that really nicely secures like a good chunk of the frayed bit now. So I'm happy. So if this frays again, I will be able to just pop a seam open. I won't have to rip the zip. But I could also just fix it probably from inside the bag. I think it's from the pocket end. But right, zip time. Oh, there's my scissors.